looking for a place that the world's most famous Georgian operated out of before he was the world's most famous Georgian. Sorry Georgian bros, but it's true. He is the world's most famous Georgian. There's a whole lot of graffiti about Putin here. I think of Putin on the brain. This must be it.
Wow. Viva Шотланд people и whisky. Все.
Clamber right down there through a little tunnel and into the room where the printing press was. So Stalin and the lads came into that little shed up there with a well, 17.5 metres down, crawled through here and came into this place. They started printing their propaganda against the Tsar. In Georgian, Russian and Armenian languages. Here's the old press. Good old Stalin's been down here, printing away. Machine is from Augsburg in Germany, 1893. So Stalin and his friends used to go down this well, and they kept going through a tunnel to a dry well, then had to climb up that and scamper through into the basement where the printing machine was. And they used to issue proclamations, newspapers and pamphlets against the government of the Tsar and the establishment secretly. In 1906, the police received the information that something unacceptable has been happening here. And soon, about 150 policemen came here. Family members and those who worked in the printing machine received the messages too, and everyone left the house immediately. The police inspected everything. They couldn't find anything. But suddenly one copper took a newspaper, set it on fire and threw it into the well. The newspaper was sucked in, and then they realised that it was something that was covered down there. So they put down a fireman, and he discovered the printing press. And once that was discovered, they blew the house up. The machine was removed, and they burnt the place down to the ground. But in 1937, during the Soviet era, everything was restored as before, and this place has been operating as a museum ever since. I don't know if you can see that, but as you move around, you get Stalin's bed, chess set. Rostomashvili family lived in this house, and there was two women. One woman sat in the balcony at the other side of that, and our job was just to keep an eye out. Any strangers showed up, that was to stop work. The history of this museum used to be part of the school curriculum in China. And that's why there's so many Chinese visitors here. And there's a little book at the reception that's full of Chinese writing. No idea what it means. But yeah, a lot of Chinese have come here to visit. This map shows the cities where the revolutionaries delivered proclamations in Russian from Tbilisi. See? Chinese. So there we are. Tbilisi, Baku, Azerbaijan, Yerevan. This will be Armenia, St. Petersburg, Moscow, Tula, Kharkov, Kiev, Stockholm, London. London is the capital of Great Britain. Paris, Geneva, The members of the Committee of the Caucasus. Stalin? Dear comrades, I have received your letter on the struggle of the proletariat. I will try to write and pass it on to my comrades in the editorial office as well. I am currently working hard on a new body. We have already sent you a detailed letter 204 about this. You responded promptly and sent us, please, more and more workers' correspondence. The success of the body is especially dependent on you now, since the beginning is especially difficult. 1904 from Geneva. From Mr. Lenin. This is nuts. I think these guys keep this going by themselves. They charge like 10 Larry, which is, I don't know, £3 or something. Just as a donation. There's no like entrance fee. So I think they just keep it going because they want to. Sergei Leonidovich Sokolov. Gogol. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but it's pretty cool. And that old dude shouting down there. He says he was a colonel in the KGB. I doubt it though. Catsby Street, number 7. How mad was that? The old guy in there was a nut job, but it's really friendly. I didn't intend this to be a Georgian Soviet video, but it looks like it might turn out that way. There's a couple of places I want to visit. Yeah, there's a couple of places I want to visit. They're strange looking buildings. They were built during the basically the 80s, the 70s. So that would have been under the Georgian SSR. But Tbilisi's got a lot more to offer than just that, let me assure you. But I'd rather just get them all done in one video rather than jump between them both. I hope you understand. I don't know what all this crap is, 1,000 in a week. I see it everywhere. Oh, it's a website, it's like some sort of scam. Don't click on the link that you see spray painted on walls in Tbilisi. So let's head back to the metro. It's the best way to get around. Metro's quite handy here. Tbilisi's situated along the river valley and goes up hills, so it's quite long to get past it. Quite a large population here, so like 1.5 million people. During the USSR, cities with over 1 million were recommended to have a metro. But it's not exactly luxurious like Moscow's or St. Petersburg or even Tashkent or anything like that. But it's nice enough. It's a bit rough looking, to be honest. Obviously, a bit of an under-investment, but it still works pretty well, and all the trains seem to be like the older ones that you would find in Moscow. Fucking good right round, there's plenty of space. Also, see in Yandex Metro, if you can see that or not, it's only 2 lines, a red one and a green one. So we're at 300 Arak, whatever. So we want to go to Station Square and then change onto the green line. We're going here to State University. That's where we're going. Tbilisi Sky Bridge. Now, there is an elevator, I think. But I've walked it up the hill and went inside the building, went up the stairs, and I have to get over there. This goes up that way, so I'm assuming I can walk along there. But to get up there, I must go down there. Well, that's the theory. Let's see. I would never dream of doing something like this in my own place. Right, fingers crossed we can get out up here. Nice view over there. Yeah, there we go. No sweat. We're saying that. I'm absolutely knackered. No wonder all these Soviets were fit as a fiddle. How many bloody stairs they had to walk up every day. Welcome to mid-70s Brutalist heaven. Yeah, the Tbilisi Sky Bridge. It's a bridge of steel girders. It wasn't closed by glass. And it connects these three towers. There's a bloody lift. I walked it from that side. This was originally conceived as a massive project to make a little micro district up in the hillsides. All these buildings were going to be linked by these sky bridge, so-called sky bridges. So you could just walk from one to the other without touching the ground. And you would go down and there'd be little shop houses at the bottom. Like on the first floor there would be like pharmacies and little stores and stuff. Basically you wouldn't need to touch the ground. You just go down, into the shop, back up, walk along your sky bridge back to your apartment. Like over there, up there, from there to there, from there to there. Of course, it stopped here with these three, this single bridge, because of funding. Like all these grand projects, they run out of money pretty fast. There you go. There's a street view. God, it's windy. You can imagine there would be sky bridges linking that and that, and there, and all in between. One big network. Oh, the dreams. What dreams they had. Well, the problem is the whole thing cost a lot of money. Yeah, but as I was saying, they'd been much sought after. These apartment buildings. Back in the mid to late 70s when they were finished. There we go. Up there. Right in there, through the next one and through the next one. Little bridges like that all over the place, all connecting. Gotta watch your feet around here. It's a grim thought, but I wonder if anyone's ever, deliberately or while under the influence. I'm betting there must have been a few casualties. Must be. Anyway, we shan't dwell on such things. And here we are. I'm at the wrong angle, I suppose, but I'm sure I'll find another way. Look at this. like a bunch of horizontal skyscrapers all stacked on top of one another. It's like a big Jenga set. It's marvellous. Oh, look at it. Georgian flag, British flag, and again an EU flag. I don't know what that's about. Georgia's not in the EU, and by the time it gets ready, the EU won't exist anyway. Obviously the Georgians are not paying attention to current events. The British flag is because it's listed on the London Stock Exchange. I'm pretty sure that's what that flag says. If it would actually blow this way. Yeah. Bloody hell. Oh, nice one, huh? I noticed this quite a lot in Tbilisi. You're walking and the pavement just disappears. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Fucking over there. That's all shut off. I'm gonna have to walk here. Oh, look at this nonsense. Yep, Bank of Georgia. I wasn't sure if it was the actual Bank of Georgia or a particular Georgian bank. Yeah, there's the flags there. Woohoo! That is awesome. Architecture fans from all over the world come to Tbilisi just to see this. I know that might be hard for a lot of you people to believe. It's hard for me to believe, but if I was an architecture fan, then, which I'm not really, but you know, I would come and visit this. It's probably one of the most famous, I don't know if it's constructivism or brutalism, but one of the most famous buildings in the world of that type. It's really nice. It's really unusual. And it's just amazing. I really like it. It was originally built for the Georgia Soviet Socialist Republic's Ministry of Highways. And it wasn't until the 2000s that the Bank of Georgia took over. And interestingly, the lead architect was the lead architect for the Ministry of Highways of Georgia. So not only was the architect, he was also the client. Basically, he had free rein to do what he wanted, and this is what he came up with. 18 floors, all at different levels, because that's a hillside going up there. And like the top floor is actually level with the hillside away up there. Pretty cool. I think the Ministry of Highways forgot about the bloody pedestrians. Only caring about the highways, huh? Imagine coming to work in that every day. Yeah, I know work's work, but your surroundings do make a difference. It's nearly 6 PM, it's 27 degrees. I mean, that's the second Mustang in about a minute. Must be making a fair bit of cash at the bank. Looks a bit grim around here. The atmosphere, it kind of feels a little bit grim as well. To be perfectly honest, it is a little bit grim. But it's the way it is. It's a wee bit far to the next destination, so taxi time. Uber for home, Bolt for here in Georgia, and I think in the Baltics as well they use Bolt. Grab, that's for Philippines, Thailand, Southeast Asia in general. Pink taxi strictly for Belgrade. So we'll get a Bolt and see how long it'll take. £1.94 it'll be. Shalva's on his way in 2 minutes. Good lad. Right, here he's coming. may have heard of the Chronicles of Narnia. You might even have heard of the Chronicles of Riddick, starring Vin Diesel. But have you ever heard of the Chronicles of Georgia? No? Take a look at this. It's mad. The Chronicles of Georgia Sculpture and Architecture Complex, author Z. Serratelli, is dedicated to the 3000th anniversary of Georgian statehood and 2000th anniversary of Christianity dissemination. English, Russian, Georgian. First impressions. It looks like aliens put it there. This might be one of the most mental things I've ever seen. It's completely bizarre. Bizarre and amazing at the same time. It's unfinished. Again, it's from the Georgian SSR. It was put here in the 70s, I believe, but it never got finished. Look, Jesus, they're just big cast bronze bolted on the concrete pillars. Twas from them very pillars the secrets of winemaking were revealed to the elders of Georgia thousands of years ago. Up there is written the secret. I'm joking, but yeah, Georgia is the first place to make wine. Not Italy, not bloody France, it was here in Georgia. And the secrets were given by the aliens. Little church and all. Georgian Orthodox, Eastern Orthodox. The sun is setting over there. It is almost 8 in the evening. It's getting a bit windy. We're at the top of a hill, and I think this is an ideal place to end today's trip around Tbilisi. Well, Tbilisi's Soviet era curiosities that have been left over. I think they're weird, I think they're kind of wonderful, but a lot of people won't agree. But I don't care. Come on, be fair, I like it. So yeah, Georgia and Tbilisi has a lot more to offer than old Soviet sculptures. I mean, that should be, I shouldn't need to say that. But you know, it's YouTube, people are kind of stupid and you need to explain it to them. There's a lot more to Tbilisi than I've just shown you today. But that's not the point. The point of the video is to go to these places because I think they're interesting, me. And if you don't, I'll move on to the next one. Move on to the next video. Swipe left, whatever it is you crazy kids call it. Here we are at the sea of Tbilisi. Tbilisi stretches all the way around there. That's not actually a sea, it's a reservoir. It looks like it's a kind of little beach down there. Better do this one heartless. That'll do for now. With a good look around these old sort of dilapidated curiosities from the Soviet era of Georgia. And some really bizarre stuff like that thing. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite worthwhile just to see what's still left here. And I think this is quite a nice place to say goodbye. So I'll see you again with a couple of more videos from Tbilisi, hopefully in the next, well, when I get round to it, or when I get round to uploading it. I'm only here for a couple of more days. Today is Wednesday and I'm leaving on Saturday night, so there should be time enough to get a couple more in. And see you again. High five. From Tbilisi, and there'll be a couple of more videos. Oh, shit! Fucking hat! Bloody hat blew off.